Good day, beautiful people of the world, man. What have you guys been up to? Hope everybody's doing well. It is Monday, November 2nd, 2020. One day right before the elections, and things are cooking, yo. Things are cooking. Everything's looking very close. The race is looking very close. Who knows who's going to win? But nonetheless, man, it's an exciting race. It's an exciting time to be alive. November 2nd is a special day, yo. It's my birthday. So I was born in '89, which means my parents, my folks, my mom and dad were banging hard probably around February of '88. They're probably boning hard on Valentine's Day, somewhere around there, dude, because that coincides with my birthday 9 months after. So shout out to moms and dads out there doing it for the kids, man. Rest in peace, my pops. Rest in peace also Sean Connery, dude. Rest in peace, Sean Connery, man, the OG James Bond. I got hooked on James Bond through my dad. He was a fan, and it was kind of a tradition around Christmas time that I would always like sit down, sometimes with my dad, on those snowy days around Christmas, watch a few of the James Bond movies. Sometimes it was a ritual to, there was always the Rocky movies playing when I was a kid, so I'd watch those with my dad. Great memories, and yeah, man, shout out to Sean Connery, rest in peace. I really love the older James Bonds. I love the James Bond franchise. I think it's dope. Looking forward to the new one coming out. I know we all want to go watch it in theaters, but who knows if that's going to happen, man. I've been reading online, they might just release it online. Who knows? But I'm excited nonetheless. I'm excited about the new James Bond coming out. If I'm being completely honest, one of my life goals would to be one day if I could, you gotta put it out there, man. Honestly, if I could get like a small teeny tiny role as a James Bond villain or a henchman, dude, that would make my day and a half. I'm so excited to see what Rami Malek's gonna bring to the table. But playing henchmen, playing villains, they're so fun. They're so fun because these are things most of us don't get to actually, experience in real life. You don't go out on a regular basis, holding vendettas against people or like try to take over the world. That's not but in a movie you get to play all these incredibly, imaginative characters, and sometimes they do resemble some people in real life to be like, oh, look at that fellow over there, taking over that country, or look at that dictator over there acting all crazy. So you do see resemblances here and there, but it's, man, yeah, if I could be a James Bond, this is me dreaming, dude. I'm just gonna put it out there, yo. If you guys are casting like 5 years, 2 years, 10 years down the line, I could grow facial hair. I could dye this hair blonde, dude. I could do all sorts of things for you guys. I could keep it silent. I could do accents. I could, I don't know, man. We can all have fun. But nonetheless, it's a dream, dude. If you got to put it out there. Who knows? Maybe I'm being silly. Maybe a little bit. Who knows? Maybe you never know, dog. I'm just putting it out there. What ifs? Moving onwards, man. This weekend, I finally finished this painting right behind me, as you can see. It's based on the Tintin cartoons or comic books. I used to read them when I was a kid, and this painting is actually part of a three-piece painting that just got auctioned off, if I'm not mistaken, and went for like $3 million. So I just really like the cartoon. There's this piece, there's two other ones that go along with it. I'll get started on those whenever I feel like it and add it to the collection. But it's very it's minimalistic, very comic book-esque, and I just love coloring and painting, dude. I've been doodling since I was a kid, man. Coloring, painting, drawing. I remember even like in kindergarten, man, like being, how old are you in kindergarten? Like 4, 5, 6, whatever. We were always like playing games and activities and stuff. We do gymnastics. We do, we go out and play on the monkey bars and whatnot. We'd come back and we'd paint and we get our little crayons and doodle and draw and stuff. But I was always like, I remember once one of the kindergarten teachers like had to speak with my mom in regards to my drawing and painting habits. She's like, you gotta take Got to get your kid to take these projects home and finish them at home, because he likes to take his time and paint inside the lines, whereas we're just getting these kids to, paint around and whatever, have fun. All the other kids were like painting outside, going over the line. Like, look at these damn fools not knowing how to paint, dog. I'm just joking, of course. You should paint, whatever, man. You should paint, draw, sketch, whatever it is. That's the thing I hear a lot of times. People like, oh, I can't draw, I can't paint, I can't do this, I can't do. If you really want to do something, first of all, you're doing it for yourself. So there's no competition. Who are you competing against, right? It's just for you. Second of all, it'll just, give you an avenue to, here's the thing, let me just step back for a second. The biggest impediment is us telling ourselves that we don't know how to do things, or we don't want to do it because, we're afraid of the judgment or the failures, because we might be new at something, or we might be, whatever. It's not gonna be, you might want to compare it to something that's of, high quality, and you're like, well, my work doesn't add up to that, and therefore I shouldn't do it. Well, no, you shouldn't go about life like that, because then you wouldn't do anything at all. The biggest competition is just us against ourselves. That's who I'm competing with every day. I get up, try to kick my own butt, and this painting just made me feel good, man. Going back to, childhood memories, having a little bit of fun, just painting, getting all those colors on the canvas, sketching it first, and just, the process that it takes. And yeah, like I said, the original is like part of a 3-piece collection that just went off for auction and got sold for like $3 million. I mean, if anybody wants, this is pretty much a replica, dude. Take a look. Boom, right there. I'm not going to charge you the full $3 million just because I know this is a 1-piece, so $1 million for 1 piece. Holla at your boy, dude. DM me. I can accept cash. I can accept PayPal, Bitcoin, Ethereum, whatever your form of currency is, dog. I roll with everything. So if you're in the market for, replicas or fugazis, boom, there it is, man. I don't think anybody else, because this has just been recent. I doubt that there's any other ones like this fake one right here that I've made, but starting off at $1 million, man. Do I hear $1 million? $1.1 million? $1.2 million? $1.3 million? You guys can DM me later on, no worries. Man, what else? It's Monday, and I guess there's so many things going on. I'm just anxious to see who wins the election, to be honest with you guys. I mean, like I said before, not that it matters on, like, regular average folks, like, it won't impact my life. I know I'm still going to have to hustle and grind and, pull my own weight and, fund my own projects and all that stuff. And especially, like, I'm not even a U.S. citizen, dog. I'm talking to you guys from Toronto. So, talking to everybody, that's the thing. I don't have any, like, what I want to be doing with these projects is, I'm an artist, dude. I want to get my word out. I want to talk to you guys. I want to one day come on stage and do little live performances, and it's a lifestyle, dude. It's a lifestyle. There are no steady paychecks in this. There are no guarantees of people quote unquote making it. But again, these are all standards that we have in our heads, like what is making it, what is being successful, and all that jazz. But I'm just looking for the election to come, and hopefully whoever's in charge, and globally we can hopefully come together and, like, go back to opening things up properly, because this is gotten ridiculous at this point. I know, like, right now actually we got our first snow here in Toronto, and it's starting to get cold, dude. So I don't know, all these restaurants who've been struggling for 7-8 months now, and you're still telling them to close down early, have half the capacity, and, like, put these little dividers in between. You have people with the masks come in, like, it's just, people are hurting, man. People are hurting, and yes, COVID's real. I'm not going to be going against, like, science and any of that stuff, but we can't dismiss the repercussions of the lockdowns either. Like, the fact that this is impacting people's mental health. So, like, suicides are up. People are losing their livelihoods. So it's just, open things up, let people go about their business. Whoever has got a weak immune system or they're compromised, obviously take care of yourselves. Stay indoors, and people are, we've got a good sense of things by now, where this is not new. This is like almost a year that we've been through this. So, if you're worried about your health, and everybody should be, obviously you should be concerned, but let's not stop living life, dude. We've, as a species, as a planet, we've had worse things happen, and I'm not downplaying this, but at one point we're gonna just have to face the facts. We're gonna have to just, get up, tighten up those bootstraps, and let people hit the streets. Let people go out and hustle and grind the way they want to. There's a lot that we can do from indoors, and I'm trying to do my best to stay positive, to stay productive. And every day is a challenge, right? Every day we get up and you got to talk to yourself. You got to write your ideas down. You got to, take care of your health. And these are things that I'm doing. But another portion of it is, I would love to be able to go up to local hotspots, local comedy clubs, and just wait around and see if I can get 5 minutes to go on stage, start prepping myself, because really I'm taking, this is it, man. I'm taking this very seriously, and I want to dedicate the next couple of years to learn a new trade, learn a new craft, and hopefully master it. And maybe 10 years will pass by. I can look back and be like, okay, I've done something different with my life. I didn't, I've done everything that I was supposed to do in terms of, okay, everybody's different, right? But I've done my I went to school mostly because of parental hopes and dreams, right? A lot of people have that pressure from their folks, but retrospectively, especially nowadays, man, I did a sociology major, and it helped me a lot in terms of figuring out life and how to deal with people, how to deal with life's ups and downs. It really helped me, but I did a lot on my own. That's the thing. I went to York here in Toronto, and I put in a lot of time and effort on my own, and I did a lot of other research, and because I was genuinely interested, right? I was never into the hard sciences. I'd never had the brain capacity or even the mental or emotional desire to, let's say, I admire doctors, I admire nurses, but these are things that I could never do. Hospitals, forget about it. I would never be caught dead in a hospital, dude, just because, the scent of it annoys me. It just it reminds me of sick people. It's not, some people can't deal with that. Everybody's brain's, made up differently, so we deal with things differently. So I admire those folks, but I was always drawn to the social sciences, and I got into schooling, did sociology, and concentrated on different things. But overall, I'm really happy about the education aspect that I got. But one thing that I'd like to mention, if anybody's watching, younger folks right now, you're wondering what should I do with my life, you're around 19, 20, because I've been there, man. This is now me looking back 10 years. I'm now 31. If I lost my pops at 19, I was actually 20. I just turned 20. I lost my pops, and I didn't have anybody guiding me through the steps of life. And teenagehood and all that's fine, but once you start to go into your early 20s and you start to form your life, and you're really laying down those foundations for your life and your career, it'd be nice to have a watchful eye kind of guide you through the ups and downs, or whatever. Not even guide you, just have somebody to talk to. I didn't have that. No big deal. I mean, there are people who lose both their parents early on in life, who may not even have a parent. I was lucky to experience some time with my dad, even though he was always busy working, didn't get to see the man. But we got to talk about these things, right? Daddy issues. I know I got them. Everybody's got something, dude. Everybody's got a lot of emotional baggage, emotional thoughts that you carry on. But this is the thing. I'm going into the next 10 years of my life thinking that I've, taken the 10 years from 20 to 30 to really work out on these issues, really try to be as independent as I can be, and try to make sense of it all as best as I can. And I'm not perfect, man. I've made a ton of mistakes in my life. Trying to learn from them as best as I can, trying to, moving forward, I just like to be a positive force in nature. I want to be, a good impact on my little tiny social circle, and hopefully through time that could, ripple out into larger society. And that's what I want to do, man. I don't know how long I'll be on this earth, whether it's 32 years, whether it's 44 or 50 or 60, whatever it is. I want to leave it the way I found it, or a little bit better if I can. That's the dream, that's the goal, and hopefully be able to look back and be like, okay, my dad wasn't around to see me growing up and becoming a man, and my mom lives in London, UK with my stepdad, so I'm really out by myself. At the end of the day, I'd like to be able to look back and be like, I've accomplished certain things. I've made my, pops proud, I've made my mom proud, I've made my other family members who we don't even talk sometimes, but I just like to be able to, walk away from life saying that I've done something different. And despite the fact that I didn't regularly, fit into the categories that were provided for me in terms of what I like to do with my life, I've gone ahead and, taken those steps and try to step out of my comfort zone, do things that make me happy, because if I'm happy, I can be better and I can help others as well. But first I got to take care of my mental health, my physical health, and my financial health. That's why I've stepped into this new realm, man. I've done so many different things, and it was just nothing else made sense to me. I want to be a comic. I want to learn how to make people, genuinely have a good time. And honestly, like most people, I'm not, again, like, this will all take time. This is a very slow burn. I know these things don't come overnight. I know nothing's guaranteed, but whenever I hang out with people, whether it's in groups or with individuals, I always make people laugh. I always make people feel good about themselves. I never bring anybody down, and I'm an uplifter, dude. I just believe in everybody winning. I've never been greedy when it comes to money, when it comes to sharing, when it comes to, sharing responsibilities, resources. Whatever I've had, I've always given 100%. And I don't think I'll change that aspect of myself. I don't think I'll ever hold anything back, because you really do only get one shot at life. I mean, why not give it 100%? Why not try your best? And who cares, man? To some people it might look, honestly, I get it out there. Some folks might look and be like, oh, this guy's whatever, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. He's just like, you could say so many different things, but honestly, I've heard so many things throughout my life. It doesn't even, like, I've grown a thick skin, dude. I don't care about people's opinions. Obviously, we all, in a sense, do. When I say I don't care about people's opinions, I don't care about people's negative opinions. I would love for people to watch these videos, get a good laugh out of it, maybe learn a little something, and go away living your life feeling good about yourself. That's what I want to be doing, man. That's what I want to be doing. Trying to make these videos longer, so I'm just, again, practicing and taking it day by day, really. But let me see what I've written down some ideas that I wanted to talk about. Let me see if I want to talk about any of those right now. No, you know what, dude? This will just be another video on its own. Just going to keep it as is for the time being. I love you guys. Don't stress out. I know it's election time. Everybody's watching around the world. Honestly, man, it doesn't matter who's going to win, left or right. It doesn't matter. Again, average folks, you're going to have to go out there and do it on your own, dude. Do it on your own. Get independent. We all need each other. We all need the support, but let's not, butt heads. Let's not be polarized over stuff so that we can't stand in the same room and have a conversation. Just because somebody's on the left or somebody's on the right, or majority of folks, that's the hard thing too. Majority of folks fall somewhere in between the middle. Majority of folks are not extremists with their political views. Everybody seems to be, for the most part, in the middle, but the media's obviously got a lot of power and they polarize people. So that's why I'm just trying to talk to people. Take it easy. Let's all take a breath together right now. One more time. Beautiful. That's it, man. November 3rd's gonna come, November 4th's gonna come, and we're gonna keep on living this beautiful life together. Keep on living your journey. Thank you again for being a part of mine and allowing me to be a part of yours. I love you guys. Talk to you all very soon. Have a nice day. Stay safe out there. Peace.